So you think about buying a condo in Seattle and you're looking at the industrial arts building at the Queen Anne High School condos. Well, in this video, we're going to dive into it in depth and we're going to look at the amenities, we're going to talk about its location, we're going to look at a couple different units and cover everything you need to know about the Queen Anne Industrial Arts Building. So hey, I'm Matt Goyer, Seattle area real estate agent. I've lots of people buy and sell condos over the years. Let's take a look at this building. So to start, here's the Industrial Arts Building. It was built in the mid-50s, and so it's got a very mid-century vibe to it. And here's the Queen Anne High School condos. It was built in the early 1900s, and then you've got the West Wing edition, which was built in the 20s. So the history of the building is that this was a high school. It opened in 1909, and it ran as a high school through the early 80s. And then due to dwindling enrollment, they shut it down. And then it turned into apartment buildings in the mid 80s. And then it turned into condos in 2006. And so here's an overhead view. You can see this is the original building, the Queen Anne High School. This was the West Wing, built in the 20s. And then in this video, we're going to talk more about the Industrial Arts Building that was built in 1955. So here's another look at it. It's 16 units. Most are going to be two-story townhomes, but there's a couple studios as well. The townhomes, you have rooftop decks, which is a really nice feature. You get your own rooftop deck. Here's just a street-level view of the building. Very mid-century vibe to it. Very different from the neoclassical architecture of the Queen Anne High School building built in the early 1900s. And then here's a look at it from the street. So this is the west side of the building. Nice tree-lined street. So it's got a really nice feel to it. So let's take a look at a unit inside. Okay, so we're going to take a look at unit 292. It's a two-bedroom. It's almost 1,200 square feet. And as you can see, it's got a very basic mid-century sort of vibe to the inside. Very different from the Queen Anne High building. You can click the link above to see what those units look like. They look very different. Though they did, when they turned this into condos in 2006, the kitchens and the bathrooms look pretty similar between the multiple buildings. And then this is the second floor of the this condo unit. And so this is the access through this bedroom out to the rooftop deck. And so here's a look at that rooftop deck. And then it's also got reserved parking. So if you're looking for a condo that lives more like a townhome and you're more a fan of mid-century than neoclassical, the Industrial Arts Building could be a really good fit for you. Now, where is it? So it is, it's right beside the Queen Anne High condos. If you zoom out a bit, you can see the building we're talking about is up here on the top of Queen Anne. But we've got downtown just over here. You got Belltown over here, South Lake Union, Denny Triangle, Lower Queen Anne, and Queen Anne. So, it's really well located if you're working somewhere in the greater downtown area. It's pretty quick and easy to get to. You got easy access to that. If you're a hockey fan, you got easy access to Climate Pledge Arena down here in Seattle Center and everything going on there. If we zoom in on the building and just talk about its location within Queen Anne, so the primary Queen Anne retail corridor, kind of starts here, this intersection, and then works its way north, where you have a lot of restaurants, shops, grocery stores going on over here. So, you're not right in the thick of things, but you're pretty close. So it's going to be a little bit quieter on the plus side, but yeah, it's going to be a few blocks to walk over to there. But just speaking of noise, there is an elementary school over here, but the industrial arts building being over here puts you at sort of a good distance away from it. So it'll be much quieter than if you were to live in a condo in, say, the north side of the Queen Anne High condos. So that's a look at the industrial arts building that sits on the same property as the Queen Anne High School. It's a great mid-century building, good fit if you're looking for something that feels more like a townhome, less like a condo, but yet still has sort of all the benefits of a condo. You're not having to worry about maintenance, exterior maintenance, those kinds of things, and you want the safety and security of living within a community on the top of Queen Anne. If you have any questions about the industrial arts building, let me know below, or my contact info is there. Feel free to reach out. If you made it this far in the video, it'd help us out a ton if you hit like. If you want more updates on the Seattle real estate market, hit subscribe. And if you want to get a heads up next time a unit here hits the market, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to let you know. Thanks for watching.